Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Happy, bringing you the latest and most up-to-date information about Square Enix. Today we're going to be talking about the world of Final Fantasy, guys. Alright guys, so recently I have seen this video right here. It was released during E3. It's called The World of Final Fantasy. Now, personally, this is not my video. This is a Square Enix video, okay? They made this video and I want you guys to watch it because it's a really good video and I really believe that you guys should buy this game. I mean, after watching this video, after watching everything that you could do in this video, it just seems like it will be a waste not to buy this game. This game looks amazing. Let me tell you guys about it really quick. Basically, this is a game that will cater to everybody's likes, and if you grew up with Final Fantasy, right, it's turn-based, so you could play the turn-based style of the game, and it has just so much characters in it from every single Final Fantasy game. On top of that, this trailer actually shows you a lot of the gameplay in it, and it's amazing to say the least. I really like it. I didn't think it was going to be such a good game until I actually saw this. This is what put the nail in the coffin. I'm definitely buying this game. If you guys want to see the whole trailer without me speaking, you can see that in the description below. I also put an annotation here on the actual video for you guys to check it out. But again, if you guys like this video, make sure that you hit that like button and share this video with your friends if you think that they'll like it. Also, remember to subscribe for your latest and most up-to-date information about Square Enix. And don't forget, no matter how hard it gets, you gotta stay happy. Rattata! Have a nice day.
As memories lost are slowly drawn back in, two siblings embark on an adventure unlike any before. Welcome to Grimoire, a world of the weest of beings. Here you can befriend adorably familiar monsters, and turn tiny enough to jump on for a ride, or turn tall enough for them to ride on you. Join forces with adorably familiar heroes and heroines, and witness a most peculiar story unfold. They may be small in stature, but the fate that awaits them is grand indeed. This is the size of a new Final Fantasy, the beginning of a new world, and a tale with countless encounters. World of Final Fantasy.
Hello, and welcome to an in-depth look at World of Final Fantasy. World of Final Fantasy is coming out October 25th, 2016 in North America, and October 28th, 2016 in Europe for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita. And it's going to be 2016's most adorable and heartfelt epic. If you're watching this, you probably are, like myself, a bit of a Final Fantasy fan, and all you really need to know about World of Final Fantasy is that it is a heartfelt love letter to the series. When I first saw this game, it took me back in the best way possible to the magic I felt when I had played Final Fantasy for the first time. We're going to get to go on a brand new adventure with classic Final Fantasy heroes and monsters. We're going to feast our eyes on the beautiful world of Grimoire, and get to see a brand new version of a modern update to the chibi art style that Final Fantasy fans from the original NES to the original PlayStation 1 will remember fondly. And we're going to get to have a return of the active time battle system with size changing and monster stacking twists. So most of us have grown up with Final Fantasy. It's been nearly 30 years, 3 decades, and multiple gaming generations have come and gone, each generation marking some new fans' first Final Fantasy. We've witnessed an incredible evolution of the series that continues to this day, as Final Fantasy 15 will be an amazing, cutting-edge, utterly epic, and worthy next chapter in the series. Yet for many of us, even as we embrace and eagerly look forward to the new, there's that longing to return to the glory of the past, to recapture that nostalgic feelings of whimsy and wonder. World of Final Fantasy will take you there. In the case of this footage, it is literally taking us back to the beginning, to Cornelia, the castle town of the original Final Fantasy. The game begins as our heroes, siblings Rain and Lan, awake, and each of them have a peculiar design on their arm. If this art style looks familiar, that's because they were designed by superstar artist, designer, and director Tetsuya Nomura. You may know him from Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy XIII, and the character design for Final Fantasy XV. So we're off to a good start with that. Soon, Rain and Lan made up with the mysterious Anna Kroos, who asked them if they remember what they did. They do not. She provides them with a portal to Grimoire to regain their memories to a world filled not only with familiar Final Fantasy friends and foes, but also one magical adventure and powerful story. The Mirage Tama will be their companion and navigator as they explore Grimoire. In the world of Grimoire, Rain and Lan are special in that they can change back and forth between sizes as both large as giants with a J and small as the Lillekins. This size-changing mechanic will come into play with many elements in the game. The legendary Final Fantasy characters we saw in the trailer are Lillekins, a modern update to the Final Fantasy series chibi look, done by longtime Square Enix artist Yasuhisa Izumisawa from the Crystal Chronicles series. Rain and Lan are Mirage Keepers, and the monsters of Grimoire are called Mirages. On their adventure, they're going to have to capture and tame Mirages, and then enlist their power. And here we'll see a video of Rain imprisoning a cockatrice.
Imprison!
So once a Mirage is imprisoned, you can use it to fight with you and stack it on your head. Obviously, it's just simply the way things are done in Grimoire. So every Mirage comes in small, medium, or large sizes. You want to figure out the best combinations to stack your Mirages in order to gain various benefits and unlock stronger attacks. As giants, Rain and Lan can each stack 2 Mirages on their heads, but if they shrink down to Lillekin size, then they can jump on a larger Mirage's back. Different combinations of sizes and Mirages will produce different results. For example, if each part of your tower has a fire element affinity combined in a stack, you could then cast the stronger elemental spell of Firaga. And here we're going to look at an active time battle against some goblins. You can see how attacks from the enemy Mirages can cause your stack to wobble, which could lead to a tumbling apart and weakening your party and leaving you more vulnerable to damage. Longtime Final Fantasy fans will be happy to see the ATB battle system return. And there are some options to set it as you like, so you can have it frenetic with the classic pace of active, or set it for wait for a more strategic turn-based experience, and you can also adjust the battle speed if you need to as well. So one of the hallmarks of every Final Fantasy is seeing the familiar monsters from the series. The Malboros, the Tomberries, the Behemoths, the Magitech armor. But as we saw in the trailers, in World of Final Fantasy, we're also going to be able to see familiar heroes as well. So let's watch a video. We have Rain and Lan and Tama meeting Yuna from Final Fantasy X.
That's beautiful! Wait a sec. I know I've seen that before. But where? I can't remember.
Giants traveling with a mirage? It seems clear. The two of you are not from Grimoire.
I totally forgot about hiding!
Yeah, we kind of forgot to shrink down too.
What's your name? You know, that staff.
My name is Yuna. Are you heralds? Have more of you been sent to plague us?
So Yuna's sending ceremony triggered something in Rain's memory, and Yuna didn't seem quite happy to see them, so there's something going on there. Let's see when the heroes meet Cloud in a village overrun by adorable vampires.
Hey, are you okay? What's the matter? Huh? What? Oh.
So after befriending various Final Fantasy heroes, you can then use them as summons in battle. And as a pre-order incentive, if you pre-order today, you can get Sephiroth as a day one summon. So lock that one now at the Square Enix online store. And let's see what some of these legendary heroes can do in action right now.
Lon, Rain, you need me?
Here I am. I'll take it from here.
Now, fans with sharp ears might have heard not only remixed Final Fantasy songs from each of those games, but also returning voice actors as well, who will be reprising their roles. Now, some of you might be wondering, if the Final Fantasy heroes are the summons in this game, what about the traditional summoned monsters? Well, let's take an extended look at our heroes running into some old friends.
What the honk?
Be careful!
Oh, I expected some foolhardy adventurer with a terminal case of curiosity.
What's this?
Well, look who's back.
Ah, the half-pints. Hail and well met.
Hail and Wellmet? That's not our names!
I think he just means hello. Oh, and for the record, he happens to be a half-wit and a half-pint.
You haven't changed a bit.
Huh? What's so funny?
Oh, you're having a lawn moment. Guess I'll just add this one to the pile.
Wait, what pile? There's a pile?
Apparently, we've met the three of you before, although we don't remember it.
You do not remember us?
Really? No wonder they haven't summoned us.
Then our course of action is clear. We must ensure the pecking order is pecking in the right order. If you seek to command the three of us again, then demonstrate your strength now or else be destroyed!
Hold now. Why must you two always let the blood rush to your head?
What do you mean?
Would you just look at them? These are not the Mirage Keepers we knew.
Hi.
You're right. They do look rather... How do I put it?
Put what?
Lon does set the bar low. Like Limbo the Barlow.
Ah, I see.
See what?
Very well. What say we pit them against just one of us, to keep things nice and fair?
Agreed then. Go on. Choose from among us and choose wisely.
Choose for what?
Time certainly has not made you any more clever.
What we're trying to say is, the two of you are no match for all three of us at once. Which means...
Right, I get it. Thanks. Now, let's see.
Huh? Wait, get what?
So that clip gave you a little bit more background on their memory loss and about the mirage keeping that'll happen in this world, and seeing a little bit more of their personalities and their bantering back and forth. And there's a lot of funny dialogue in the game. A lot of the NPCs and the towns have funny things to say. It's really well written and enjoyable. So we've got another example of the sibling rivalry in the Icicle Cave, along with Rifia from Final Fantasy III. And this is the most criminally adorable boss battle I've ever seen.
We got you now, Furface!
Lon, wait!
Huh?
I don't want to get wolfed down!
I don't believe it! Did the wolves lure us here? No way!
What is it, sis?
Could it be? These wolves have more brains than you?
Where did that come from? That's Cold pointing at me every time something goes wrong.
Yeah, well, an Icicle Ridge, do as the icicles do.
An icicle is the point!
What?
Guys, maybe you should save it?
Okay, that does it. I'll show you which one of us has more brains.
That's what I'm scared of.
We already know who's smarter.
Hey!
Those little friendlier pups. So some of us are going to fall in battle because we will not be able to even when we come up against them. So poor Lon is wonderfully enthusiastic, but just isn't as sharp as his slightly older sister, Rain. But she still gets hers. This is one of my favorite clips. It's Rain getting mega trolled by the Cactuar conductor.
Guys, are we sure this thing's safe?
Looks like a one-way ticket to, you know.
You know I hate that kind of...
Tickets. It's just the conductor.
Oh, then this must be the same train as the Always.
Huh? The conductor?
Yes, in all my succulentious glory.
What? Why did you scare me?
But miss, you were practically begging for a good heart-stopper. Ask and you shall receive, I say.
What kind of stupid, messed up logic is that?
Zip!
Stop doing that!
Zip, zip!
Would you cut that out?
Zip, zip, zip!
Just let me hit you!
Zippity, zip! might say I know a thing or two about dodging. Come and get me!
Get back here, you prickly punk!
Sis? Rain, are you a— Oh!
Yeah, I still got it.
Yeah, well, you don't have to give it to me!
You better keep practicing, little giant girl. Can't touch this cactuar.
One of these days, I'm gonna get you for this!
Okay, we're kind of getting off track.
That's for the sure.
And what Final Fantasy fan has not experienced a similar rage against those elusive cactuars? So thank you very much for watching our Square Enix Presents on the world of Final Fantasy. Please pre-order it today. Get that day one Sephiroth. And remember, the game comes out at the end of October for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.